Wait till I get my money right.
I have a Patek, two Pateks.
Nice. I've never heard of that timepiece before. Welcome to episode 44 of What's on Your Wrist, the series where we go around asking random people what timepiece they're wearing on their wrist, along with some other watch-related questions. On top of it, I'm going to ask questions just to help us get to know them a little bit and have them give us one piece of advice. Today, guys, we're in Coconut Grove, one of my favorite Miami neighborhoods. It's more of a laid-back, village-style type of neighborhood, completely different from the design district. So we're going to go around and see what people are wearing on their wrist today. So I want you guys to comment down below your favorite timepiece, your favorite watch that we spot out here today. Give the video a thumbs up. Let's get this video to 500 likes and let's just get straight into it. All right, today I'm here with
Gabriella,
and where are you from?
Miami.
And today I spotted you wearing a unique timepiece. Tell us about it. What brand is it? How long you had it for? And what made you pick it up?
It's vintage Fendi. I thrifted it in the coast of California.
And how long you had it for?
I did the coast for my 30th birthday, so 3 years.
Are you a watch enthusiast, a watch collector, or are you just a person that just bought this watch just because?
No, I was on the coast and I didn't even realize it was Fendi until I bought it.
And what was your first watch?
I have no idea.
No idea.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the next timepiece on your radar that you may want to pick up? You know, I'll name some brands for you like Rolex, Cartier, IWC, Omega.
I don't think about those things. So honestly, I'd be lying if I told you. Yeah.
So as a woman, though, you have
Yeah.
things that you collect. I'm sure maybe handbags, shoes. What do you collect?
I just travel.
Travel.
Yeah. I don't really collect much.
So you're all about experiences?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been contemplating that recently. You know, even though I love watches, I think more experiences and collecting watches along the way to mark certain places would be really nice.
Yeah. Sounds good.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a lawyer.
And how long you been doing this for?
10 years.
Damn.
What type of lawyer?
I'm a commercial litigator. So I represent organizations that are fighting with each other.
What's one piece of advice you would give someone out there that's considering maybe going to law school and becoming a lawyer?
Don't go to law school. Go to med school.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But that's funny though, because some people that are doctors would say, don't go to med school because it's just not worth it sometimes.
Yeah. I don't know. I always wanted to be a doctor.
So for someone that's lived life, traveled, you know, had a career or have a career, have different relationships probably, what's one thing that you wish you knew at 18 that would have made that time till now much more easier?
Oh, I wish I would have met Jesus at 18 as opposed to 26.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. And at 26, that's not too bad though. 26 is
No, it's
early.
good.
That's a damn lie.
It's good. Yeah, it's still early. Yeah.
And what would have made a difference knowing Jesus sooner?
Oh, just would have started the journey earlier.
The journey of,
The journey of faith. Yeah.
okay, that's a different answer. I didn't expect that, but it's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing and enjoy the rest of your day.
Likewise.
Today I'm here with,
Maurizio,
and where are you from?
Italy.
And I spotted you wearing a beautiful timepiece. Tell us about it. What made you get it and how long you had it for?
Well, this I had it since 1996. I bought it at Mayors in Dayland. It's a Tudor Tiger edition. So basically, almost like a Daytona, old Daytona. So it's something I always loved. I used to have a real Daytona when I was young. So that back then it was not super expensive as it's now. And then I sold it stupidly when I was 20 something. And if I had it now, it would be a different story. But back then I used to buy and sell, buy and sell. So then I found this and I loved it.
Very nice, beautiful piece. What was your first watch?
My first watch, oh boy. It was a Mercier that my father gave me when I was 16.
And since you're a collector, what's the next timepiece on your radar to pick up?
Well, I have several, but I love the Seamaster from and also I like the Rolex, I forgot the name.
From the new release?
No, it's an old release. It's a beautiful timepiece. It's all gold with the black leather strap.
So maybe like a Daytona?
No, it's not a Daytona. It's you got me.
It's,
You got
it's
me
okay.
this time. It's,
Did you see the new release from Watches and Wonders?
no, I have not.
Because they came out with some new models. The Land Dweller. That's one of the pieces that stood out to me. That newly released this 2025. But tell us, what do you do for a living?
Well, I'm in the restaurant business at the moment. I just stepped into this restaurant in Coconut Road. It's called Like Mike. I used to have several restaurants in the Grove, and then a few years ago I switched into consulting. So I've been recently hired by the company that owns this restaurant from Italy, and they need me to try to make some changes and put things together, and that's what I do for a living. I go into places, I try to fix them and put them back into profitable business.
It's very nice, very nice. And my last question is, since your experience, you've lived life, you've had relationships, own different businesses, what's one thing you wish you knew when you were 18 that would have made life much more easier?
Keep my old Daytona. No, it's just a joke. Well, it's difficult to say that because we learn as we grow older and as through our experiences. I think the most thing that I can treasure is all my experiences that I have accumulated through the years, and I don't really have any regrets. I'm good with what I've done in my life, and I'm good with the fact that I learn as I grow up.
Very nice. Thanks for sharing and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you very much.
All right, today I'm here with,
Alejandro.
and where you from?
Originally Venezuela, but grew up here in Miami.
And I spotted you wearing a beautiful Tag Heuer F1 with the yellow dial. Tell us about it, how long you had it for, and what made you pick this up?
I've had this one since I was around 16 years old. Got it from my father as a gift. And didn't pick it, but I'm glad he gave it to me.
Yeah, definitely a nice piece. What was your first watch?
This one actually might have been it. Well, before this was probably like a Fossil when I was like 14 or something. But yeah, I don't remember that one too fondly.
Okay. And what's the next timepiece on your radar to pick up if you've been, looking online to see what you want next?
Haven't really thought about it. Been focusing on investing in other things. But if I had to pick a watch right now to get, probably be Royal Oak.
Royal Oak, that's the AP Royal Oak. Very nice. Steel or gold?
Steel, understated, blue dial, just classic. Yeah, 37 mil.
Nice. Low key, 37. That's perfect because the AP Royal Oak tends to run large on the wrist. It's the integration of the bracelet. They look large on the wrist, so a 37 will be perfect. What do you do for a living?
I work in tech.
Tech?
Yep.
You're an engineer?
No, finance by trade. Yeah.
Okay. And what's one piece of advice you could give the people out there who may want to get into this field, whether or not they should?
Yeah, I think it's a good field to get into. One piece of advice would be being resilient and being curious. Yeah, I guess that's two.
Not bad. And my last question is, since you've lived life, had relationships, what's one thing you wish you knew when you were 18 that would have made life way more easier?
That's funny. I would say chase personal development as opposed to material things or even relationships. Chase growth first.
Very nice. That's really good advice, actually.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing and enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, great meeting you, man.
All right. Today I'm here with,
Bruno Lima,
and where you from?
Miami. I live in Miami.
And I spotted you wearing a beautiful Rolex Datejust. Tell us about it. How long you had it for and what made you purchase this?
I had it for a little bit over a year now, and it's one of those pieces that are like timeless, classic. You can pass it on to someone in the future, and it never goes out of style. So that's what I'm looking for.
For sure. And you have the stainless steel 36 millimeter size, so it's just perfect. White dial.
Yeah, perfect for my wrist. So
And you also have the hidden clasp, the concealed clasp, which is also, sought after. Most people, prefer that one. What was your first watch?
Oh man, I don't remember, but I've been into watches since I was like a teenager. So I had a couple of them. If I could, I would have more watches.
Do you get your Rolexes from the AD,
What do you mean, from the 80 or?
the authorized dealer, or a gray market dealer?
Oh no, from like the store. Yes, yeah.
And what's the next timepiece on your radar to pick up?
That's a good question. I don't know. I'm still like super happy with this one. I don't know if I would like look into another one in the near future, but I don't know. I need to think. Maybe another Rolex, a different one. Yeah, a little more sporty looking.
Okay. What's your collection look like? What's some of the pieces that maybe stand out to you
From Rolex or?
in your personal collection?
Oh, I have like sporty ones. I have digital ones, classics. Yeah, but a little bit of everything. But I end up always wearing the same one, which recently is this one.
No,
Goes with
that's a good
everything.
daily. It goes with
Yeah,
everything. Yeah.
it goes with everything.
Now, tell us, what do you do for a living?
I'm a luxury travel advisor. We have a luxury agency. We book trips, like ultra luxury trips to clients, and we travel the world curating the world of travel
Nice. And how long you been doing this
for over 5 years. The agency's 30 years. Yeah, but I've been doing that full time officially over 5 years.
And what's one piece of advice you give the people out there who may want to get into this field or just the entrepreneurial space, or just relationship or general advice? Just one piece of advice.
Just don't force anything, and just do what you want to do. Like be passionate about it, and things will flow.
That's good advice. Last question. As a man that's lived, life a bit, had your career, had different relationships, what's one piece of advice you wish you knew at 18 that would help you or would have helped make your life much easier?
Uh, Take some time before making important decisions. Think about it. Like sleep on it. Yeah.
So just don't be impulsive,
Don't be
think
so
about it before you're
impulsive.
doing it.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, great advice. Thanks for sharing. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Absolutely. Thank you.
At this point in the video, guys, comment down below your favorite timepiece that we spotted so far. Comment down below your favorite watch and let me know why. So guys, today I'm here with,
Sergey,
and where are you from?
Baltimore originally.
And I spotted you wearing a beautiful timepiece. Tell us about it. What made you buy this, and how long you had it for?
Well, hell, I think I've had it over 10 years. This is probably the third band that I've had on it. But what made me buy it? I needed a watch. I needed a good dive watch, and I saw this, and it was probably in the mall at a Tommy Bahama store. So I liked it. It had a leather band, which wasn't my thing, but I bought it.
And what was your first watch? Your first watch that you purchased that you saw and you were like, okay, I need to wear this.
Well, I grew up in the 80s, and the Swatch. I don't know if you've heard that brand, Swatch.
Yeah.
Well, I had a Swatch watch, just like everybody in the 80s. So, colorful band, colorful watch. That was the first watch I bought.
Yeah. Swatch is still a big brand today. They even had the collaboration with Omega and Swatch, the Moon Swatch. I don't know if you've seen it.
I have seen that watch, yes.
Yeah, beautiful watch. I haven't gotten one. I mean, to me, it's a little bit too plastic, but I still like seeing it on people's wrists. Tell us, what's the next timepiece on your radar to pick up if you have eyes on something out there?
Probably, I really like the Seamaster. Yeah, that's a good watch. I mean, I'm into diving, so I like dive watches. They've got different styles of that watch, so.
Yeah, this watch, I could tell you've been in water with it. You could tell that it's put to good use.
All over the world. Dove all over the world with it.
Okay, what do you do for a living?
I'm a writer.
What type of novels?
Well, I only wrote one novel so far. I'm working on the second one now, but thrillers and kind of horror.
Okay, and how long you been doing this for?
2 years.
Okay, very nice. Now, not my last question, but what's one piece of advice you give to people out there who may want to get into writing, or it could be general or financial advice, just one piece?
Be good at marketing, because I'm obviously not that good. That would be one piece of advice. And the second piece of advice in terms of writing would be your first book, if you're going to write a book or short story, it should be something that you're very familiar and that you know about. Write what you know, and people will buy into that.
Sounds good. Now, as a man that's lived life, had maybe different careers, different relationships, what's one thing that you wish you knew at 18 that would have made life much more easier?
Finances. I wish I was better with finances. I never learned that from my parents. I've had to learn that the hard way, but yeah, finances. Know your finances, understand finance, understand the money that you have in, the money that's going out. That'd be my advice.
So maybe do more saving or investing?
Sure, absolutely, definitely invest. Crypto's a new thing, so.
Crypto for sure is the new thing. Well, thanks for stopping and sharing. Enjoy the rest of your day.
No problem. Thank you.
So guys, for the final interview, I had some technical issues with the mic, so I will be doing a partial voiceover for this last interview. It was a great one, so I had to keep this in. So let's go. Let's see how this goes. Today I'm here with
Julieta
and where you from?
from Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Very nice. And I spotted her wearing a beautiful Cartier pen there. So I asked her what made her get this timepiece, and she said it was inspired by Princess Diana. And then we were going back and forth because I mentioned to her that I believe Princess Diana had the Cartier tank. But I also told her it's possible that she also owned a Panther because a lady of her stature back then must have had a couple of watches in her collection.
I had a very big thing happen in my career, so I wanted to have something to memorialize it.
Very nice. That's one thing I like to share on the channel where, people buy timepieces to mark achievements.
Well, for this one specifically, it was something within my VC fund, but another timepiece for me is actually my wedding band. I designed my engagement wedding band, so that's kind of something that's timeless as well.
Okay, I'm not too familiar with jewelry, but explain to us, what type of ring is this?
So Shala Karimi, she's based in New York, female-owned business, and I actually designed this based on the Sagrada Familia Gaudi architecture. And yeah, it's just something I absolutely love.
I have no idea, but sounds good. So this is a wedding ring?
Wedding band and engagement band, yeah.
Very nice. And what's the next timepiece, the next watch that has your attention that you may want to pick up?
I would love this one in gold, but that to me is like the next milestone. That's why I love having pieces that's like every decade something different, and then I could pass it down hopefully to family members in the future.
For sure. That's one of the reasons why I collect watches. It's something where you could definitely pass down. You share the stories about the timepiece, whatever you've been through. So that's a good thing. What do you do for a living?
I'm a VC, venture capitalist, so I invest in early stage startups.
I think I needed you about 4 years ago. I had a startup, a tech startup, where it was a platform on the Apple Store where you could find a mentor or mentee.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
But yeah, I won't really pitch it to you right now. But yeah, it was successful to a degree. I was able to focus on building it as far as having a great user base. But as far as monetization, that's where I kind of failed as far as generating enough revenue to have a VC invest. But yeah, anyways, so tell us one piece of advice for the people out there who may want to be a VC.
One piece of advice to be a VC, you have to really think about, do you want to focus on one idea, like being a founder of a startup? And it's kind of the shower test where you think about that idea all the time.
So initially, what was your ideal path? What career choice did you choose in the beginning before getting into being a VC?
I wanted to be an artist. I became a structural engineer and architect.
Well, I appreciate you stopping and sharing, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Of course, thank you.
I'm going to end the video here, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to comment down below your favorite watch that we spot out here today. Give the video a thumbs up and stay tuned for the next episode.